Hi, good afternoon, everybody. Thank you so much for joining today's CBBC live presentation on Previews International. My name is Katrina DeBacco, and I am the broker concierge with Coldwell Banker. So I've met many of you. We've sat on our one-on-one appointment times together as we did our broker concierge orientation. And for those of you who may be watching now, and I hadn't shared this with, I come to Colorado from our Coldwell Banker, California corporate office, and there I actually ran our Previews International program for our Western region. I have a heart for previews. I love our previews program, and I really want to break it down into its simplest component of what it is. And all that it is a luxury marketing program. So here with Coldwell Banker, we call that previews. We've got a ton to support an agent if he or she would like to, make that luxury market his or her niche. We've got print media, we have online media, we've got a lot of things email-wise. We do things where we sell magazines and newsstands that are all promoting not only the luxury listings, but also the luxury lifestyle. We all know if we are in that arena at all that it's much more of a lifestyle versus anything else when you do think of buying and selling property in that higher tier for those higher tiered clients and higher tiered properties. So we do a lot of things above and beyond what the norm requires. And you should also do that too. So for the most part, many of you who are watching today are newer to the business, or at least new to Coldwell Banker. And we really encourage you to embody the entire lifestyle. Check out the different events that are going on in that world, in that luxury world, so that you can be a part of it as much as you can. And then we also, Coldwell Banker, I'm going to get through this in a little while in some of our slides, but we host a ton of networking and educational opportunities for all of our luxury sales associates so that you can constantly be engaged and be knowledgeable about everything going on in the entire luxury world. So I'm first going to start us off. I'm going to talk to you about, we've got a national program, our Previews International program, so I should say it's an international. And then we also have something very special and unique here in Colorado, which is called Previews Members Only. So it's just an added benefit to you if you are a Previews member, if you become a Previews property specialist with our parent company, and you will be recognized as such throughout the international world. But we do offer something really, really unique and really beneficial to you as well as your clients here in Colorado, which is, again, our Previews Members Only Club. So I'm going to start off by talking about Previews International as a whole, and then I'm going to get into discussing a little bit more about Previews Members Only locally here in Colorado. So let me go ahead and take you all to this really tremendous website. It is called previewsadvantage.com. This website, it's a really, really great learning tool for many of us to just kind of understand the inner workings of Previews International and really get a snapshot of what Previews International is. So bear with me. I just want to make sure that my feed is working okay. So this site is the entire reason why this was even developed was to help agents, so to help all of you explain the benefits of previews to all of your clients. So, you meet them at their house and you're trying to explain to them why they should come with you as a Coldwell Banker agent, but not only that, come with you because you are a Previews property specialist, or you don't even have to be a Previews property specialist. We've got a luxury marketing program here intact for you regardless of your status. If you're just starting out with us and you come across, $1 million listing, we're definitely going to want to make sure to back you up in every luxury marketing capacity that we can. So this is here really as a tool where you can start showcasing this. And I would encourage you, show this website to your clients as you sit down with them. As you can see on this screen, it's a very interactive site. It's beautiful. And it just shows very well. So just to talk through some of these items, the Previews Advantage. Previews was actually established in 1933 by a gentleman of the name of Henderson Talbot. He actually, and I told you when I started out that I have a heart for previews, but I love this story. So Henderson Talbot, who the heck is selling luxury homes or helping people buy luxury homes in 1933? Think about history for a second. There's not really much money flowing. So what Henderson Talbot did, I mean, obviously there's some, right? And we are always going to have that, top percentage of clients to work with and serve. And so what Henderson Talbot did is he decided that he would be the guy to go around the world, travel around the world and take pictures of properties that others were interested in selling. So actual clients, he traveled everywhere. He took photographs. And then, back then we still had just the film strips. So he actually created semi-movies, if you will. Honestly, what we like to think is if it's like a modern day YouTube slideshow. That's basically what he was doing. So he's traveling everywhere. He's taking all of his owned buyers who he knew were interested in purchasing properties like this, just didn't have the means, the time, whatever it was, to make all of the travel around the world and to search for properties. So he really, if I can be so bold as to say that he's kind of, in our sense, the grandfather then of our YouTube slideshows for the properties anyway. And really, that's where the spirit, so what he was doing was previewing these properties, right? That's where the name comes from. And the entire spirit that he did this in, of him doing all of the work, him lacing up the boots, him running around like crazy, literally around the world, taking as many photos as he can of all of these, random and glorious properties, connecting with all of those potential sellers, and then bringing them to the right buyers, because we all know $1 million property is not for every single buyer out there. So you have to know where and who you're marketing that to, and then you have to know how to get that to them. So what he was doing was, it was a concierge piece. It was a complete service-oriented piece for a higher-end clientele. And again, that is the same spirit that Previews International embodies today, and what we all encourage you to do as well in your business. You're the one going out and you're putting forth a lot of that work. Coldwell Banker has done everything as far as connected the dots in our global economy and our digital world nowadays. We've definitely connected the dots for you to make your life easier, and you're there so that you can make your clients' life easier. So we have a ton of tools, a ton of resources for you to use, and I definitely encourage you to do that. So that's the history of Previews. That's where we come from. I love the story. I think it's really neat, and I fell in love with the little romantic, I guess, in hearing how it all comes about. But so that is our Previews advantage. Definitely, again, the spirit of Previews and everything that we choose to embody and promote as well. Tailored advertising. So we have, again, going along with the story that I was sharing, everything has got to be tailored to your buyer pool. Again, not everybody is searching for those $1 million, multi-million-dollar homes, and you want to make sure that you are reaching the exact buyer pool that you need. So Coldwell Banker actually has mail list of certain types of clientele. If that would be something of interest to you, please do reach out to our marketing department, specifically Jill Crowdo. She runs our Previews program here in Colorado, so she would be a great resource for that. But here you can see we've got different modes of marketing. We've got print marketing, and just so you all can get an idea, we do produce 4 major magazines that include homes. I was going to say homes, and then I said no, I should say estates, and it's funny because that's the name of our magazine. It's Homes and Estates, so it's homes and estates around the world, and we have agents subscribing to these. So we have it's basically a catalog of luxury homes for the entire world, and this does get pushed out, sold on newsstands. It does get distributed alongside high-end magazines, so Hout Magazine. We do stuff with Luxury Connoisseur. Lots of polybagging with these magazines as well, so we make sure to get into the hands of the correct, the actual potential buyers. So really, really valuable stuff there. And then I'm just going to scroll a little bit more. We've got more. We've got a ton more. We always have a lot to offer all of our entire sales force. So again, you don't need to be a previews property specialist in order to take advantage of any of these marketing items. However, if you do plan to make this your niche, your area of expertise, I encourage you to apply to become a previews property specialist, because then you will be added to every other listserv that we have with Coldwell Banker promoting any luxury event, luxury networking opportunities, anything in that arena. You want to be a specialist for that purpose. And then not only that, but you're also going to get profiles on special luxury websites that we maintain specifically for Coldwell Banker Previews Property Specialists. So here are some other advertising opportunities that you might have if you do decide and you do want to get into certain magazines for a certain client. I've personally helped many of our agents who have had gorgeous and just beautiful, beautiful estates get into Rob Report. Rob Report is a really, really big one. That one in Millionaire Asia, I hear great things about as well, and that is one that people tend to do. We have a lot of buyers in Asia who are looking for that just immaculate estate. In a lot of our resort communities here, Denver is a huge place, and we all know how fast things are growing just in the entire state of Colorado. But anyway, you guys get the idea. You have lots to choose from as far as advertising on the print side. We have social media, and I believe, yes, I have this already pulled up. This is our luxury blog. It's previewsinsideout.com. You can come here. If you haven't already, please do subscribe to this one. You're always going to be in the know, again, of just a luxury lifestyle. So you can see when I come here, the first thing that I see is not actually, what is for sale. But I'm looking at a ton of just luxury items. Again, it's all about the lifestyle, and so we want to make sure to promote the lifestyle and to keep you in the know. What's hot in modern yacht design? That's a fun one, But a lot of those clients, who you are searching for, they potentially have yachts, or their family or their friends have yachts. So it's just really nice. It's just fully embodying yourself in that entire life. So again, it's previewsinsideout.com. I definitely recommend everybody go there. This is Coldwell Banker's luxury blog. We tend to put we feature celebrities sometimes, especially in the design community. We're really big on architecture, and we do feature those types of artists in our blog a lot. So these are even great too for you to share onto your own social media, just to make yourself look more like that luxury expert. We also have editorial media, so if you need anything on the press release side, getting out, whether it's in the United States or in Latin America, or again, out in, let's say, France or something like that, we've got an entire team who can help you with those things. So again, I've personally been involved with helping people get their communication out throughout a lot of the places that I just mentioned right now. But it's fun. It's fun to see when the correct marketing gets activated for you, and you have an entire team of Coldwell Banker marketing specialists just here to help you. So if you are in that boat, or if you want to get to that boat, please don't hesitate to pick up a phone call. And your first line of defense is going to be Jill Crowdo. She's going to be the best person to talk to you all about Previews International, as well as our local Previews Members Only Club. Experts in our local market, so you can see our entire track record, globally connected. That's such a huge thing, and again, follows the spirit of just Previews, period, but definitely follows the spirit of that global connection. That this is how Henderson Talbot actually started out back in the 30s, and we want to maintain it. So we've definitely expanded, and travel is much easier nowadays. But we are in 47 countries and territories. We've got over 3,000 offices worldwide, which includes an entire network of 84,000 independent sales associates. That is massive. These numbers are there for you. So make sure you take advantage of your networks. We all go on vacation. If you are doing a vacation in an area where we do have an office, your chances are are likely. We've got, a decent amount in 47 different countries and territories. So not just the countries, but even the ones that are listed as territories. So make sure that you can establish those connections, and why not reach out to somebody ahead of time and let them know you're going to be in the area. What an amazing, amazing connection you can have. We have somebody here with the company who just moved over actually from France. And I think having those connections here in the United States and having the connections back at home strictly for being, she brings her own connections as well, but Coldwell Banker is opening an entirely new and very much wider door for all of the contacts that you have. So amazing network. And then of course the exceptional service. So Coldwell Banker, the company, we like to embody that spirit of just providing constantly exceptional service, and we encourage you to do the same for your clients. And this is why we're continuing to come out with new and better ways to make your life easier as a real estate agent. Again, just to show a little on the numbers, Coldwell Banker agents handled more than 25,000 transaction sites. And the average price, this is the fun part, the average price in this statistic is $1.9 million. That's an average. So we've got a ton over. We do have some under. The low cap though does stop. And then over here we've got averaging 133.5 million in luxury sales. Again, look at that italics. Each day, that's happening each day. That's huge. So we're touting an average sales price of 1.94 million just in Coldwell Banker as a whole. That's not looking at one previous property specialist, book of business, but Coldwell Banker as a whole. It's impressive. It's really great to be a part of something so large in scope and something that really embodies the simple things of being kind and offering as much as you can to really help a certain level of clientele out. So let me go ahead and jump into our slides. Give me 1 second while I change our view here. So now I'm going to talk a little bit more about specifically just our Colorado program. So this is in addition, everything that I mentioned to you just a second ago about our international program, it all falls within this as well. This is just something above above and beyond the regular program. So no other company is doing this, just Coldwell Banker Colorado. It's really, really awesome, and it's just something to really help all of us here in Colorado stay connected to each other and to really build a very exclusive friendship, a friendship among all luxury associates throughout the state. It's nice to be able to have those types of connections. If you're down in Colorado Springs, we do a ton of different events where you're going to have opportunities to meet up with people from Boulder, for example, or from Fort Collins. And so it's really nice whenever you do have people moving, within the state, or even when they're not, you have a friend within the Coldwell Banker luxury department that you can refer them to. So how do you get into Previews Members Only, which I'm going to now refer to as PMO for short. So how do you get into PMO? You need to have 2 listings and 3 sales over $600,000 in the last 24 months. Now, for those of you who are in Colorado Springs and in Fort Collins, so basically our southern agents and our northern agents, that $600,000 gets lowered to $500,000. The markets are a bit different, so those are the qualifiers. So if you're in either of those areas, you need 2 listings and 3 sales over $500,000. The sales criteria will always be reviewed about every 2 years or so, just so that we can make sure that we constantly have the most up-to-date sales associates who are working that luxury market. Some of the benefits of the membership, and I'm pretty much going to go through all benefits as we go through the slides, but some of them are listed here. A really, really big one that we get a lot of praise for is the 60-second spot on the CBTV show and the 90-second, which I'll talk about in a second. So the 60-second spot is whenever you do take a listing. Generally speaking, everybody is given an option to have a 30-second, a 20-second, or a 30-second spot. Here, it's guaranteed when you are a PMO, you can get up to the 60 seconds on our Sunday morning Coldwell Banker TV program. And then in addition, this is really the one where we just get lots of wows and praises for this guy, but you actually have an opportunity to do a 90-second personal video. So this is something that Jill works with our news station, and she works 2 days a month out so that anybody who's a part of PMO can come through on one of those 2 days throughout the month and actually shoot your very own personal video. You can do this video on any darn thing that you want. If you wanted to have a video about, you know, why go with me? So it's a generic video that you maybe would post on your website, or maybe it's just something you want to do on social media. But you know, just do a nice professionally piece. You're gonna get professional makeup, you get a professional camera crew, all there to help you get all of this stuff done. So it's really, really neat. But like, let's say you wanted to do why list your home with me. You've got a video for that. So maybe you save that video, and that's what you send out to all of your clients who might be on the fence. Maybe you have an event that you're hosting that's coming up. I've heard before that some agents have bought out entire movie theaters. And so let's say that that's one of your main on all of your social media pages. So really awesome. I love that opportunity. So you've got that at your fingertips. We also do gold envelopes as a part of a PMO. So anytime you take a listing, we will automatically send out, and you're going to be able to proof, but we do send out 100 mailers to homes valued at $600,000 or more surrounding your listing. So it's really, really neat. And you know, with that luxury lifestyle, so much of it is in the detail. And that is something that we take very seriously throughout our entire Previews International program, but especially here for our PMO members. We know that a regular postcard is nice to receive, and every single postcard that Coldwell Banker puts its name on it, we vet it, we make sure it's great quality. However, there is a difference. Stamp in the back, it's more of just fall, and really that's what the idea, that's where it was coming from. We were just wanting to really make a very luxurious splash with getting some of the marketing out. So if you are not a PMO member and still would like assistance with that type of service, just give Jill Crotto a call. You'd still need to be a previous property specialist. And regardless, if you'd like to order over and above the 100, they come at a cost of $1.85 per piece. We also do a little bit more on the marketing side. Well, a little bit more. We do a ton on the marketing side, but our next one on the mailing side is going to be our Agent Target Marketing Cards, ATM. We have these available in 14 different areas throughout Colorado, and the cards are going out to a predetermined mailing list of luxury homes. What's really neat is that these cards are going to showcase either anywhere between 3 to 5 agents on the card, so you can be on there, and then Coldwell Banker actually takes care of 40% of the cost of cards. It is a mix of the 3 agents, and then 60% is going to be split amongst the 3, so that each person then is only going to be paying 20%. If there are 5, your numbers are lessened even further. So really, really neat. And then I will say that the agent, so you, a sales assistant, you're going to have to live in or have sold in that area to be able to participate in this ATM program. So if you have questions about whether or not this is serving you or what areas it actually does go out to, please don't hesitate to get in touch with us. We also have meetings and luxury sales clinics that we offer. We offer 8 meetings throughout the year at various luxury listings. So if you currently have a luxury listing and would like to promote your listing even further, because we find this is a win-win for everybody all around, please let us know, because we would love to have our next luxury meeting at your listing. So it's a great way to get all luxury PMO members into your listing, promote the listing, get the word out on the listing. You never know what buyer your colleague might have. So that's a really great way, and it's also a win for your clients. Your clients love when you're hosting things in their homes. But aside from that, you know, Jill will make the phone calls and figure out some great listings that we can go to throughout our entire Coldwell Banker area, just to make sure that we have a great place to meet. So we like to bring in breakfast and do those kinds of things. So if is sounding interesting to you, let us know. We'd love to have our next meeting there. And then in addition to the at various business places in our community. And we like to make sure that we do our sales clinics in areas or with businesses that share our idea of how to do business. So we want to make sure that we are also partnering with other companies who value building their book of business by building strong relationships. That is extremely important to Coldwell Banker at large, and even more so important to Coldwell Banker Previews. We want to make sure that everything that we do surrounds relationships. So we've built very strong business-to-business relationships, and we would only do that with businesses we feel embody that same mentality. So it's really, really nice to be able to get with different design companies, different home interior companies, things like that, and host our luxury sales clinics. We often do panels of many of the people in the industry. So, recently we've done one at a luxury car dealership. So a lot of times these are not going to have anything to do with real estate. It's just, again, that lifestyle. So we'll bring out our panel, of different salesmen within there, salespeople, with the GM of that particular business that we meet, and it adds for great conversation. Selling is selling regardless, and especially if you are in the luxury area, it's really, really neat to see what kind of tactics work and where the conversation lies. And not only that, but it's going to give you those great conversation starters with, your luxury buyer as you guys are going out and doing your own shopping around. Well, we've got a Previews members only website, and on this website we showcase anybody who is a Previews property specialist. We get them listed on this website, so you're going to have a profile on there. Not only that, but we feature homes of the week on there as well. So we can submit your home for placement. Again, this is an international site, so we've got lots of people on there. We've also got coldwinkerpreviews.com. And forgive me, the coldwinkerpreviews.com is the one that I was just talking about. Previews members only is our local one, basically dealing with the same type of stuff though, but we have it very, very targeted to Colorado specifically. So we showcase all of our local agents with the PM who are a part of PMO. We get their homes up there and showcase. We've got great video on there, and you'll also have a profile on that page as well. And we all know that the more sites that you can be on and the more sites that you're marketed on, not only is it something great to let your clients know, but it's all in an effort to help you build that website presence. That's truly what so much of this is about, is promoting you. So, I might get questions asked about why do we have so many websites and why do I have to have so many profiles? And hey, you surely do not have to, but you want to. You want to, and the reason is because it's only helping promote your name across the internet, and that's what you need as a real estate agent. For those of you who have a relationship with our relocation department, all leads over $500,000 go to any Previews agent that does have that relocation relationship established. That is huge. We do group photos, and those group photos tend to be used in 52.8 type setting. And those end up being like a centerfold type look in a lot of these higher end magazines. So it's really, really nice to be a part of something like that. We do discount pricing in CH&L for every single PMO. If you are a part of that group, you will get discount pricing. We always offer refresher courses. We do featured property cards. And then we've also get your property and your information out in the luxury connoisseur. Great, great stuff. The annual Previews Business Conference is actually just passed. We were actually just in Vail on Thursday and Friday of last week, and we had a great turnout. It was an awesome, but really what the event is about, it's to bring you in and just allow it to be a very personal networking opportunity, because we do lots of things in small groups, so you can meet people from outside of your office and outside of your area. But also we bring in speakers from all over the country so that they can teach and educate all of us on our luxury market, on utilizing new ways to market to the luxury clientele, We had a wine representative who, how we ended the time on Thursday evening, but just talking about all of the fine wines. We did a wine tasting with some pairings, and then we all break out into small groups for dinner. It's really, really great, and just having the conversations. If any of you are on the call right now or watching the webinar who were there, thank you so much for feedback. And I mean, this year's feedback was phenomenal. Everybody truly enjoyed the education aspect of it all. I saw some notebooks and some pens flying around the way. So just fun to be at. So the dinners were also great. And it's really neat to see all of the networking that does take place. And I promise you that there's a lot of learning and a lot of networking. Great conference to be able to attend. And so as a PMO, you're getting all of that given to you as well. So it's absolutely amazing. Everything that I've talked about here today, you're getting all of this. It probably comes at, I would say, over a value of $2,500. We're probably upping that by about $1,000. By $1,000 with everything that we've added into our program. So there are a ton that, sorry, let me just get my correct screen back up, sorry. There's a ton that's being offered, so we tout that as the entire value, everything that I've talked about today, whether it's on our larger, parent scale of the entire Previews International program or just the PMO side. You're getting a value of over $2,500, and you're paying for that on just for your PMO. So just here within Colorado, if you wanted to be a part of the Previews members only group, it comes at a cost of $200 per quarter. So $400. I'm sorry. You're looking at $800. That was like horrible math. You're looking at $800 throughout the entire year to be a part of PMO. So you can pay that all up front. You can also just do the $200 a quarter, which I think makes everything a whole lot easier if you're doing it that way. But you can see the value. I hope that I was able to share a little bit about what some of that value is. And you're going to find your own value. And I think a lot of that is going to be found in the relationships that you build over attending all of the networking opportunities that I was mentioning are the meetings throughout the year, the luxury sales clinics, and then on a larger scale, if you are the Previews International Property Specialist, you're getting invited to a ton there as well. So it's a valuable program. At the heart, at the core of it is truly marketing. It's how and who you market to that matters in the luxury arena. So make sure, again, that you are embodying your life with the lifestyle of the luxury consumer, because you want to be in the know of everything. So if you have any questions about how you can become a Previews Property Specialist or a Previews Members Only member, please reach out to Jill Crowdo in our marketing department. You can also reach out to myself. I'd be happy to get you in the right place. And that really, again, if you're on the fence about thinking about it, or if you're wondering if it's something for you, have the conversation with your manager, with your managing broker. I think that they would appreciate that, and you would be able to start building out a plan. What is it going to take for me to get there? So build your step-by-steps and actually get to the criteria that you're going to need so that you can earn that designation and market yourself as a luxury real estate agent. So again, if you have any questions, you can reach out to me. I'm at 303-409-6669. And you can also email me at katrina.debaco. That's Katrina. D as in dog, E, B as in boy, ACCO at coloradohomes.com. Thank you all so very much for spending your Monday afternoon with me. I hope you have a great rest of the day.